Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Cinco de Mayo. Now, Cinco de Mayo is often mistaken for Mexican Independence Day, but it's not. It's just a celebration of a victory called the Battle of Puebla that occurred in 1862. So, if you take a look at this map here, we have Mexico here, and in the southern part of Mexico here we have Puebla. So that is where the battle occurred. And the whole war thing started when Mexico announced in 1861 that they would not be able to repay the foreign debts that they had to other countries. So France, England, and Spain all attacked Mexico at the same time. So the Battle of Puebla consisted of 6,000 French troops and only 2,000 Mexican troops that kind of came together really quickly with not much planning involved. So the Mexican troops were definitely the underdogs in the battle, but they actually ended up conquering the French and getting a big victory there. So Cinco de Mayo was announced to be a holiday on September 16th, 1862 by the president of Spain at the time. So there's a little bit of history behind Cinco de Mayo. Okay, so on to modern day Cinco de Mayo traditions. So Cinco de Mayo is celebrated all throughout the world, but obviously it's most important to the people in Puebla, Mexico. So some of the traditions of Cinco de Mayo include parades, and in the parades they have men in costumes of Spanish and French soldiers, and then they do reenactments of the Battle of Puebla. And then they also have the women dressed up and doing dancing in the parades and stuff. So as you can see, the Mexican flag, the main colors in it are red, white, and green. So a lot of the other decorations, such as balloons, flowers, streamers, will also be red, white, or green as well. So in addition to the parades that I already mentioned, there were also mariachi bands that would play Mexican music for the people's entertainment. You can see here we have a picture of it. And one of the last traditions that the Mexican people have in Cinco de Mayo is having fiestas and feasts in honor of the holiday. So in these feasts or fiestas, the people like to celebrate with Mexican food. So some of the most popular food choices were tacos, enchiladas, and lastly, something called mole poblano. Mole poblano is a very popular Mexican sauce that can be used with a lot of different dishes. It can be cooked a lot of different ways depending on who's making it, but no matter how it's made, it's very popular and widely used in Mexico, especially on Cinco de Mayo. So here we have a picture of the dish with mole poblano. Now the mole poblano is this dark sauce here that you see on some kind of meat, I assume. And that can be made from a variety of different ingredients, but the most important thing is that it contains some sort of ground up nuts, Mexican chocolate, and some sort of dried or ground up fruit.